Welcome back. 51 minutes now past the hour. He's been on the story from the very beginning since the news of the VA scandal first broke, and now he's helping to get answers for our nation's heroes. Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr. joins us now. Nice to see you, Peter.
Good to see you, Clayton. You know, the scandal of mistreatment of our nation's veterans at VA medical centers multiplies by the day. The VA Inspector General's office is currently investigating 26 sites across the country. You, our viewers, have been stepping forward and sharing personal stories of mistreatment. And today, on Memorial Day, Fox and Friends is getting answers to the scandal at the VA. Joining us now is the chairman of the House Veterans Affairs Committee, Representative Jeff Miller. Good morning, Congressman Miller.
Good morning, Peter. How are you on this Memorial Day?
Thank you for marking Memorial Day with us today, and thank you for your service on this important issue. You've said over the weekend now that this is only the tip of the iceberg, that what we've been hearing is kind of like kindergarten compared to what we might hear in the future. Is there any hope for our veterans going forward? What is your prescription for America on this Memorial Day?
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is not scare veterans away from the Department of Veterans Affairs, but the Secretary himself has got to take ownership of this issue out here. We have been trying to tell him for months, in fact over a year now, that his people are not telling him the truth. They've got to come clean and quit protecting the system and the bureaucrats in the system and start protecting and serving the veterans that are out there.
Well, in terms of serving the veterans out there, Americans are looking for the tip of the spear. They're looking for someone to take on their cause. In this box next to me addressed to you is about 1,500 emails sent by viewers, mostly veterans and their families. They display and demonstrate a history of disrespect and dysfunction at the VA. Veterans are tired. Veterans are sick and tired of it. What can be done going forward to ensure that our veterans do not die waiting for care in America?
First of all, understand I'm sick and tired of it too. We have a Department of Veterans Affairs that when we send a subpoena to them, they don't answer the subpoena. When we send thousands of questions to them in our oversight responsibility, they don't respond to our questions. They decide to tell us what people they're going to send to testify at our hearing when we, in fact, ask for other witnesses. I would tell the veterans out there, go to your member of Congress. If you want to send them to me, the chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs, let us look at what is going on out there, because our responsibility and oversight is to make sure that the VA is, number one, spending the money appropriately, and number two, that they are serving the veterans and not the bureaucrats.
But let me ask you this question, if I could, Congressman. Knowing full well that you don't run the VA, now you're responsible for oversight and overview and trying to get it fixed. People are sick and tired of excuses being made for VA Secretary Shinseki. Even now, the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff says he might have to go. How long will Congress continue to stand up for VA Secretary Shinseki, even when you say they haven't responded to subpoenas? And I have this evidence here of about 1,500 or 1,600 people, dozens of whom may have died because of the VA's incompetence and disrespect for our veterans. How long do we have to tolerate this, Congressman?
Well, number one, we shouldn't have ever had to tolerate it in the first place. Secretary Shinseki is the head of the department. He knows that his people have not been serving him well, but this is much bigger, Peter, than just the Secretary of the VA. We've received hundreds and hundreds of emails from individuals, too, that have told us their story. The VA wants to focus on one very area of Phoenix, and the fact that so far the Inspector General says that there have been no deaths that have been attributed to the delays, but they don't want to talk about the fact that in Columbia, South Carolina and Augusta, Georgia, they already know that 9 veterans died while waiting for colonoscopies. They don't want to talk about the truth. They only want to obfuscate right now, and that is unfortunately the way VA has operated.
And I agree,
over the last number of years.
The time is over. Our time is almost ended. Will you do me a favor? Will you do a favor for the American people? Will you or your staff meet with me this week so we can go through these emails and perhaps get some answers?
Peter, I'll be glad to meet with you. I've done the same thing with some folks that Dennis Miller referred to us, and I would welcome you to come by the office.
Congressman, we thank you for your service. You are the tip of the spear, and America thanks you today on this Memorial Day. Good to see you.
Thank you, Peter, and happy Memorial Day to all of the people out there today.
God bless them. Back to my friends on the couch here at Fox and Friends.
Thank you so much.